reset the field for you. Behind Christopher is the rookie, Justin Bonsignor. Rowan Pennick, Witter at Riverhead, he's in third. My eyes-on guy, Chuck Hosfeld, is in fourth. But the guy that's on the move is Ron Silk. He put a move on the 16 car. Mike Stefanik has been carving his way to the front. Silk is now posted in fifth spot, having acquired the spot from Bobby Santos. And Santos looked a little timid, didn't he?
He did. He looked a little timid on the start. He looked a little timid here. He really surrendered. But the guy that I'm concerned about, Mike Stefanik, has dropped all the way back to 10th right now as we speak. So something's gone rare on his car. Just not as good as he needs to be at this present time.
We are almost into the window where you have to begin to consider maybe first caution going for 3 new tires. They're only allowed a choice of 3 tires. You can put them on any 3 corners you want or 4 corners of the car. Nobody ever puts one on the left front unless they have a flat.
Well, and the thing about it is that I believe they will pit because we had 1 caution flag, and right now we're just setting pretty torrid pace in the low 19-second brackets, and they're just really, this is hard on the tires. When you don't have time to cool them down and under caution, this is taking a lot of life out of your tires. So yes, I think you're right. They will pit when the opportunity arises.
Focusing on the battle where Doug Coby currently being posted in the 7th position. He is trying to challenge Bobby Santos for the 6th spot. A lot of lap cars now, Jimmy, and so you're forced to take the elevator upstairs, but you've got to pick and choose where you go. As you see the blue car, the number 3, Ryan Preece, who is now being posted in the 8th position. They really don't have a lot of place to go right now.
No, they really don't. And when you get into some heavy lap traffic like this, you have to stay high. The drivers are giving the option high or low, and they're all staying low, so the leaders aren't going to the high side. That eliminates you from really having to pass one another. You have to get back in a clean track.
Working race traffic, though, does it take you out of your rhythm?
Yes. Takes you out of your rhythm because all at once you're saying, I'm going in lower here, and now you have to go high to pass a lap car. Very critical where you catch a lap car. You see Pierce trying to get under the Doug Coby car in the 92, so they've got clear the lap traffic. Now we're starting to see him starting to push the issue a little bit. Hey, we're running out of time here. Let's see what we have with our car.
Ryan Preece was crossed up coming out of turn number 4. He tamed the Stallion down into turn 1. 1 car slowing down the front straightaway, and that is the Busch machine, and that will bring out our first caution of the evening, second caution of the evening, but the first one that counts because the first caution was so early. How many guys come in now, Jimmy, to take on
lap 41,
new tires?
Lap 41, I believe we're going to see probably all the leaders pit right now, and the reason being is, you know, it seems to me like we saw that at Stafford, and I think we'll see it here tonight at Thompson.
Johnny Bush's car has come to rest at the end of the front straightaway, and that will bring the yellow out. Second caution of the evening, and the window is open, but I'm not sure. I think it's going to be a case of follow the leader.
Well, track position is still critical. We see him cutting in the lap traffic, and you know Teddy's setting a pretty torrid pace. So I think that some of these guys 4th, 5th on back. Naturally, here comes Priest up to the inside. Okay, a lot of the guys, only 3 guys, 4 or 5 guys hit pit road right here.
Let's check in with Kelly Stabbits. Kelly.
Well, Jack, I'm being told Mike Stefanik will definitely make his way into the pits. You guys wondered why he was slipping through the field. Well, apparently his car is really loose right now. So they said just before the caution came out that that's exactly what he wanted, so he could get some fresh tires and try to tighten it up a little bit. But this wasn't ideal. He told me that they would really be after lap 50, but ideally closer to 75 before he'd want to put on fresh tires so you'd have them for the end of the race.
Ted Christopher is elected to stay out, followed by Justin Bonsignor and Rowan Pennick. You know, we talk about Ted Christopher. He's the winningest driver in New England. Has won more races than the legendary Richie Evans. And a couple of days ago, I had the opportunity to sit down and ask him how he feels about being mentioned in the same sentence with the legendary one, Richie Evans, who won so many races in the Northeast.
Well, I think of it more as my ability to drive so many different things, where his was, you know, just basically in modifieds, you know, and he was, you know, great champion in that, you know, so many time champion and a lot of wins. But I like it because of mine, where I've been able to jump in a lot of different things and win in a lot of different type of vehicles. So that's what I like it as.
Teddy Christopher has won in midgets. He's won in sprint cars. He's won in super modifieds. He's qualified for the Nextel Sprint Cup. And tonight he is getting ready on lap 45 to bring this field down for the display of the green flag yet again. Most laps led by Ted this year, 56 in the Spring Sizzler, and he went home victorious, Jimmy.
And, you know, very versatile race car driver. So here he comes with the start of a restart again. Teddy Christopher gets a great start again, Jack.
Christopher goes up through the gearbox. He's being hounded by Justin Bonsignor, but on the inside, rim riding comes Rowan Pennick. And look at the 6 car. The 6 car has wound the mainspring up, darting and diving into turn number 1. Your kid, Ronnie Silk, has moved into third.
He's making the move. His stick. He gets a run off at turn 2, shoots that thing down on the bottom side of 3 and 4. And he's the guy that's making all the passes on the low side. He has not surrendered yet. Here he comes, pushing it and coming to catch the Pennick car in second place. Rowan, our winner at Riverhead, and new crew chief for him, Bear
Colicchio. And remember, Rowan Pennick at Thompson, at Stafford, had his engine expire early, so he has a score to settle on these big tracks. Teddy Christopher now enjoying about a 0.4 of a second lead, and that's just a blink of an eye here at the Thompson Speedway. Looks to me like Pennick is beginning to close just a little bit, but keep your eye on the gaggle of cars right there. There is a contest enjoying for that 5th position, 5th being held down right now by Mike Stefanik, and he's got his hands full because right behind him is the deuce of Todd Szegedy.
And we saw this car come on strong, Szegedy car at Stafford. So is he a late race charger here? He's putting the pressure on Stefanik.
Szegedy driving a Chassis Dynamics car, and in case you're wondering if you've heard Chassis Dynamics before, as we've got a gaggle of cars that get crossed up, it looks as if one car is backed out. That's Gooddale having to get out of the throttle, and that does the shuffle up, as they say, as everybody got on the binders and had to break down the speed just a bit.
And this is what I love about the modifieds. They're so agile. They've got big tires, like Mike Stefanik has said, a lot of brakes, a lot of horsepower. But the drivers have a lot of control when they get in a situation like that. As a driver, you want to have control of your car. Even though you get a little loose, you want to be able to apply the brake and be able to negotiate your car and not spin out. And that's what that guy just did.
Meanwhile, we were talking about the 2 car, the Chassis Dynamics car. If you've heard that name, you may remember in the U.S. bobsled team, Bob Cuneo and Chassis Dynamics, also with Jeff Bodine, they have formed the Bodine Chassis. And Bob Cuneo still loves the Whelen Modified Tour and is twisting the wrenches down there along with Lloyd Agor in the 2 car tonight.
And, you know, Szegedy won at Stafford. And
look at him go to the inside. Look at him go to the inside of Mike Stefanik. Kelly, is there a problem with Mike Stefanik's car?
Well, just when I told you that he was certain to come into the pits, he decided not to. And as I said, he wants to have fresh tires on as late as possible in this race. So he's been reporting that his car is loose. Apparently, he wanted to make up as many spots on that pit rotation as he could and just try to hang on as best he can. And Jack, also keep your eye on the number 3, Ryan Preece, because he's having issues. When he came in for his pit stop, he couldn't get the car to fire back up. They said they're having ignition problems and sort of intermittent in and out, so they're keeping their eye on him.
Fascinating, though, that the 16 car is going to wait. We do see some of the different strategies beginning to unfold. It'll be fun to watch. Right now, though, with 55 laps completed, it is all Ted Christopher. He is out front, being trailed by Rowan Pennick, Ron Silk, and Justin Bonsignor. Right behind them, Todd Szegedy, Mike Stefanik, Bobby Santos, Chuck Hosfeld, Ed Flemke Jr., and Eric Goodale. We'll have more next.